Okay, now we're going to start on the eyes here. We already started. I found my other knife. I thought I did. Oh my goodness. What is wrong with me today? Here it is. Alright. What we are going to do, we're going to put a deeper cut right at the top. And we're going to go really deep. See how deep I went in? That nose, right next to the nose where the eye goes. And down and around. Now here we're going to, of course, do another little triangular cut. And right up here we're going to follow this out again. And see how deep that is? That's how deep it is. Alright? That's how deep you should get it, if not deeper. It all depends. I think the deeper you get it, the better it looks. So, since this is the other side of the eye, I've come up. Now you want to be careful you don't go up into the hat. Alright? We're going to take this off here and we're going to just follow this down, around. And we're just going to take our tip of our knife and just kind of get it started here. There we go. Alright, that looks good. I'm just going to lean it here. Sometimes when you lean it on a table, you can get a much better, make cuts a little bit deeper. Okay, I'm going to come down here and I'm going to do a triangular cut right in that corner there. And that should come right out. Alright. We're going to go a little deeper there. Now what I'm trying to accomplish too is I'm going to try to get these cheeks to look puffy and fat. You know, like they're puffing out a little bit. So how do you achieve that? Well, first of all, it's getting your corners nice and deep is one way, okay? It makes it look a little more rounded, see? And if you do both corners similar, that's the first thing. The next thing you want to do is right here where it meets with the top of the chimney. I go in pretty deep and I do a little V-cut right underneath, alright? Just like so. And then I'm going to come up near the nose and I'm going to make another cut. I'm going to put another little V-cut. And what do I mean by a V-cut? It's taking your knife and putting it not straight in, but a little bit at an angle. Like when I did this, I put my knife a little bit at an angle and went across. That way, you can round it off a little bit and it will look a little puffier. Okay? And when you put the eye in, it will also look a little puffier as well. So we're going to do the same thing down here because we really want that cheek to go down a little bit behind that chimney or below that chimney line there. Alright. I'm going to round off that point there a little bit. Get rid of that hard edge on the hat. Bring that down a little bit. What I mean by that is just taking that little corner off. Just sliver it off a little bit. There we go. So it looks a little rounded. Alright. So here I'm going to go a little bit deeper because I'm still not happy with that. And I kind of just scoop this out a little bit right at the top. That makes that nose look a little pudgier. And taking off the rough stuff, like I've always been saying, rounding the bottom part of the nose off a little bit, and rounding off the nose. See, I've got to take that hard edge off of there, or that corner edge. Alright, so that's where we're at right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this up just a tad more, and we're going to dig this out a little further. Alright? Let me take it back here so I can take a look at it real quick. Make sure it's as deep as, I'm going to go a little bit deeper. It's just a little easier for me to do it back here where I can see it. Sometimes I can't always see it because of the camera being in front of me. And it's sometimes, you know, it's just getting it up closer. Sometimes I wear a magnifying glass to help me see better. As I'm aging, I'm noticing it's harder to see the real fine stuff. I don't wear them all the time, but you know, even if you can see well, if you wear them, you really do see what you miss. So if you can buy them to clip onto your glasses, if you wear glasses. If not, just go to the dollar store. You can buy them. I get like the one, start with the 150 strength and go up. Alright, bring this down a little bit more. I'm going to start trimming this off a little bit more. See, it's too square here at the top, so I'm going to bring this up and around. Now the one thing I also did here is put a little, like this was coming off, just a little bit of a V there and there, as part of the tassel on the top here, as you can see. I don't know if you can see that or not, but what I do is I just take my knife and I go around and I just dig it in a little bit, just like so, and then dig it out so it's sticking out a little bit. I go a little bit deeper underneath that tassel. So remember, the hat kind of slopes inward or into more of a point. It's wider at the bottom than it is at the top. And you know, you fuss with it a little bit. It's a little difficult to do it up here like that, but you get the idea here. Go right next to the tassel a little bit, and then take your knife and kind of go from the side here. So you can just snap that out of there. There we go. That's it. And just take that hard edge off of there, that corner edge. Like I said, if you don't have a sharp knife, when you work on the end pieces, you're going to really have a lot of trouble doing this. So make sure that your knife is nice and sharp. You can wet it. It will make it easier. The only thing when you do that, you will not be able to see your lines as well, because the wood is the wood will swell when you wet it. You know, it kind of balloons out a little bit. And when you put a, like if I put a, just to give you an example, if I can find a piece of wood, an extra piece of wood here. When you do a piece, let's see if I can find, I can't find anything here. If you put a line like on the bottom of one of these, you can't really see it. There's a very faint, you can see it a little bit, and it's very faint because I'm on the end piece. If you did the same line on the side, you'd see it really well. But if you spray that, it's very hard to find it because the fibers tend to soak up that water in it, and it expands out. So you just want to be careful with that. Okay. Same thing up here. It's just really a little bit difficult to do that. But there you go. See, we've got the little tassel at the top, and I'm going to clean that up a lot better and get this a little more rounded at the top here. I like doing these little shorty ones. They're fun to do. I really enjoy